As implied by the name, sopa de res is beef soup if you speak Spanish. I'm using ribs in this case, but you could use oxtail or whatever you can get your hands on. Bones are usually better for soup because they impart more flavor into the broth. Anyway, I'm gonna put these ribs into a big pot, along with some garlic and some jalapeno for any type of hot pepper. I'm using quite a bit, and chopped up onion. I'm using a red onion just for, I don't know, just because I felt like it. Let's cover that up with water. I'm gonna bring that to a boil. This is called chayote or guisquil, depending on which dialect of Spanish you're speaking, and it's a member of the squash family. That's what it looks like on the inside, and it is, I'm not sure what it's going to taste like. Maybe I'll try a little piece first before I throw it in. Kind of tastes like grass from your lawn, but not quite as intense, a little sweet. And this little Jenga tower right here is called yuca, and it comes in like a long brown root vegetable. So it's at a rolling boil, so I'm going to add in the yuca, which is like the hardest of our vegetables, so I want that to cook the longest. I'm going to lower the heat down to fairly low flame, maybe like medium low, and cover it up for 15 minutes or so. After 15 minutes are up, let's add some more vegetables to the mix. The plantain, a small head of cabbage, just cut into quarters. It'll fall apart on its own, so no need to dice it down. The chayote, aka guisquil, and 2 carrots chopped into just little bite-sized rings. So let's cover that up and let it go for another 15-20 minutes until the carrots are nice and soft. In the meantime, I'm going to cook a little side dish. I have the other half of that yuca root, and I'm going to deep fry it and make some yuca fries. So I have it sliced up just like the other half, little strips. I'm going to do half at a time so I don't cool the oil down too much. At a nice high temperature fry, you can expect, from what I've heard, only about like 3 or 4% of the fat from the oil to get into your vegetable. So honestly, frying is not a bad option for food. Account for that extra 3% and you'd be fine. So I'm gonna lower these guys in. Let's let those go for about 4 minutes until they're nice and golden brown, and they should probably float to the top. So, I'm going to add in the remainder of our ingredients. Now, whoever wrote this recipe must have a big family, because that is a ton of soup. But the good news is, you know, soup. Soup is soup. You eat soup. So let's add in a couple of sticks of celery, some parsley, and same deal with some mint. And we're just going to cover that for a couple minutes until things start to wilt a little bit. So, sopa de res. I am ready. I'm ready for you. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm admiring the way that this meat just looks right now. Really, really intrigued by a few of these items on the menu. So let's start with, now that it's cooked, I'm wondering how the chayote slash guisquil will taste. So, A lot less grassy, almost like a zucchini flavor, but not quite as strong. And the plantain is boiled. Boiled plantains, but not quite as strong of a flavor because I guess a lot of it got absorbed into the soup. So as for the soup itself, I guess that's the most important part. That was a lot of jalapeno. Oh, I should have followed the instructions. That's how it goes. But it definitely absorbed a lot of the different flavor elements. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty mellow soup, comparable to chicken soup. You know, I'm gonna enjoy eating this though throughout the week because nothing like ribs. So that's Salvadoran cuisine. If you enjoyed watching this, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of these videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have food from your home country that you want to see me attempt to cook on this channel, then leave a comment below. See you next time. Thanks for watching.